Oh, hey there. Do you ever have a bad day? You ever like just everything goes bad, everything's frustrating? Maybe you think to yourself, John, this is not how you stay off the naughty list. Maybe you think, this isn't my proudest moment. Today was one of those days for me, okay? I'm not gonna bore you with all the details, but let's just say that I do a lot of sketchy stuff, okay? Like I do a lot of dangerous stuff, but today was exceptionally dangerous. I had a 22-foot ladder and I was up in a tree trying to cut things out of the way of a power line, some power lines. And then I realized that was not tall enough and I needed a 40-foot ladder, but I had to hurry because the power company was coming to disconnect, reconnect, whatever. And my chainsaw blade just kept, I had used it to cut up railroad ties, and so it was dull and there was nothing left to sharpen. I'd sharpened it all the way down to nothing. And so I went and bought another blade. Wrong size. I went and bought another blade. Wrong size. Went and bought another blade. Wrong size. I took the chainsaw up there with me. It's like, I need something to fit this. The guy broke my chainsaw by accident. I bought a blade. It looked like it fit. I was like, whatever. I took it home, worked on it for like 2 hours. Couldn't get it working. Went back up there, went and bought a new bar. Went and bought a new chainsaw blade. Finally, I got that to work. I was like, everywhere I went, bad traffic. Everywhere I went, there's a train, like a literal train. There's like road construction. I'm just like, I just want, and nobody would answer a phone call. Nobody would communicate. It was a very frustrating day. And I found myself being overcome by the frustration, okay? Not to the point where I did anything bad. It was just, I wasn't proud of myself. I wasn't proud of the way that I was behaving. Nobody saw it except for me, but in my car, just like, I'm so angry right now, like a child, okay? And I was pulling into my driveway and I was like, God, I don't want to be this person. I want to be a good person. I want to have a good heart. I want to be nice to people. I want to have peace in my heart. I don't know why I'm letting this overcome me. I don't want it to. I'm sorry. Please bring this into perspective. I park my truck, start working on my chainsaw again. 2 minutes later, somebody walks by my garage. They come inside. We start talking. And he says, my mom just got diagnosed with 3 different kinds of cancer. I was like, oh. Not long after that, we talked about that. I stopped working on the chainsaw. we talked about that. Then I had to go back up to Lowe's and get, deal with the chainsaw thing again. And somebody else called me up and said, hey, my friend is dying of cancer. And then I had somebody else this last week that said, I just got diagnosed with cancer. And I'm like, I'm all worried about traffic and I'm worried about this stupid chainsaw blade. I've got a good life, right? I'm beyond blessed, and I'm letting this get me frazzled. It put it into perspective, right? It's easy to do. It's easy to go, you know what? This is so frustrating. I just want people to do what they should do. And they should, right? Like we want them to. But there are bigger problems. This what I was concerned with was first world problems. And I know I've got a shirt that says first world problems matter more. They don't. I already knew that when I made the shirt. And I guess this is half of a confession to say, look, I have bad days too. And it's also to remind you that, sometimes God brings it into perspective. And so, and then, what I did, I went to the songwriters thing, which I love. Okay. And it really just kind of brought me back down to earth where I should have been in the first place. Because I'll tell you why I love these things, right? I go to a lot of open mics. I go to a lot of songwriter community type things. And I go to a lot of things where people just get to share in whatever way, poetry or, whatever, something that they've done. These are people that maybe don't have all the answers. Okay. None of us really do. But they're at least searching and they're at least being honest about it. And they're standing in front of a crowd and they're saying, this is what I feel. And it's raw and it's genuine. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate people that get up there and they're like, this is what I'm really, really dealing with. Because there's so much fake in this world that I just love when somebody is real. And I love the community of it. Everybody's supportive. Everybody claps for each other. Everybody listens. And everybody's like, man, I like this thing that you do. Maybe we can work on this other thing. And they're just I enjoy that community. So anyway, have a good night.